Over the past few days, I've been working on a school project. I needed to demonstrate how I create my videos on YouTube. And you want to know what's funny about the school project? I had to demonstrate in Spanish. Yeah, that did not work out well. Today I'll be showing you a little basic tutorial on how I create my animations. And if you're ever interested in joining the film industry, just know you need a lot of patience. Alright, let's get to it. First, you're going to need a camera. It could be any type of camera, including your phone. Next, you're going to need a tripod to hold your camera in place. This is a really helpful tool to keep your camera in place whenever you take your photos. Another helpful method to prevent shaky shots is a remote camera. This is used to prevent physical contact when you click the shutter speed, aka taking the photo. After listing some of the basics, let's talk about the setup. Add props to your set, but make sure it's not too distracting. After, add lights to your scene. Now, this is very important for filmmaking and cinematography because it creates a mood to your scene. It's one of the key methods that brings your story to life. It can make your story emotional and also define the genre of the film. Now, you can use a basic light. And what I mean by that is a lamp. But never use natural lighting, like your window blinds. It will really mess up your animation. Take this video, for example, from 4 years ago.
Is there a problem?
Whoa. Little Mexican stand.
Why did you?
And if you want to be a little extra, you can add some background lights. And here are some examples.
He's mine now.
Clay is a really helpful tool to keep your objects or characters in place when you do your stop motion animation videos. I like to use a lot of practical effects in my videos, and here's how I do it. I gather a bunch of random Lego pieces depending on the character's weapon and add clay between the object and the Lego. After, I shine the Lego piece with a flashlight to make it glow. This will help add the illusion of a muzzle flash, spark effect, or explosion. After I gather my tools, I go through my collection to see what characters I like to use to animate. So for my school project, I'm going to have Scourge transform into the yellow part design, and he's going to fight Optimus. And of course, Prime will win. As I mentioned earlier, make sure you close your blinds before you start your animation. And now we can begin the animation process. So stop motion animation is basically frame by frame movement, meaning that each move I make, I take a photo. And this helps create the illusion of the character being alive. Depending on the scene you're making, it could take from minutes to hours, but for story wise, it could probably take months or days. This type of hobby takes a lot of patience, but it's worth it in the end. For the practical effect in the scene, Scourge is getting stabbed by Prime's energy blade, and a spark will form. So to create a practical effect for a spark, I crumble up an orange paper, place it onto Scourge, and shine it with a flashlight. Then I take a photo. When I'm done filming, I export the files and I send it to Adobe or CapCut to edit the video. And to add a little cherry on top to my fight scenes, I like to mix in my visual effects with my practical effects. If you enjoyed this little basic tutorial, let me know in the comments if I should do more tutorials, tips and tricks, or even behind the scenes. Anyways, I'll see you in the next time. Later.